What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Oh my goodness. Let's try this. I am still trying to get these levels right because we got a buzz in the studio, man. I hate buzzes and hums and clicks. Hey, check it out, man. 8 signs your small channel is about to blow up. If you got a small channel, first of all, you need to get clarity and you need to feed that algorithm. And we're going to go over all that right in this video right here. The intro, y'all. Check it out.
Growth's got a formula most never learn. You don't need luck or talent, structure is earned. If you're ready to build and you know it's your turn, start with the 4 free videos, earn as you learn. Click on the more below to sign up.
Click on the more to sign up. Click on the more to sign up. I put together 4 videos, y'all, that's give you an overall view of everything. Why I started the YouTube channel course and everything. And why you need a course. You need clarity. Stop guessing at this thing. Y'all guessing. All you got to do is get a coach that been through it all. And I promise you that I am going to spill every little secret, everything that worked, everything that didn't work. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's see these 8 signs if your channel's about to blow.
So you want to know if your small YouTube channel is about to blow up, but you're on hold with customer service right now and you're number 2 in the queue, which gives me around about 5 minutes. You've stopped making videos for everyone. This is the big one right out of the gate. When you're just starting out, small channels have a tendency to say, here's my thoughts on stuff, which is lovely for you, but frustrating for everyone else. YouTube isn't really in the business of promoting stuff. It wants to serve specific videos to specific people. And so the moment you stop trying to entertain the entire internet and start speaking to specific viewers as if they are your best mate is the moment the algorithm can start serving your laser-focused content to the right people. Your comments show impact. I'm not talking about comments such as nice bro and first, because whoever comments with that in this video, I mean the comments like, this is what I've been looking for. I've been struggling with this for months. I really needed this video right now. Along with the war and peace length comments that mean that this person has put a lot of thought and time into what they're typing. That's when you know that you're not just getting viewers, you're getting people. And when people care enough to type, they care enough to come back. Your return viewers are returning. This is one of those slightly hidden metrics on YouTube. Because new viewers are great and subscribers are fine, but return viewers are the ones who say, yeah, I'll watch this person again, which basically is a marriage made on YouTube. If casual and regular viewers are increasing on your channel, you're building loyalty. And YouTube loves loyalty. Loyal viewers don't just watch 1 video, they watch 5. And then they ruin their sleep schedule to watch more. And then
And also, you need to watch those comments. Comments is your secret key, because when they comment, imagine everybody who felt the same, but I ain't leaving no comment. So the comments let you know times, I always say times 10. One person leave a comment, 10 people thought the same thing, especially if you're getting a lot of views on that channel, on that video. When I say a lot of views, I ain't talking about 10,000, 50,000 views. I'm talking about you can have one person to comment and you got 50 people who watched. Look at your watch time. We teach you all that. It's a formula, the growth formula. That comment is what you need to start focusing on and start going deeper into whatever it is that they're talking about. Very interesting.
Building loyalty. And YouTube loves loyalty. Loyal viewers don't just watch 1 video, they watch 5. And then they ruin their sleep schedule to watch more. And then they start quoting you in the comments like you're Shakespeare. To yes. Or not to yes. That is the yes. You start getting more views from recommendations. This is when your channel levels up like a computer game character, because search traffic is basically someone was specifically looking for this. But recommended traffic is more like YouTube is pushing this. The homepage, suggested videos, browse features, that's YouTube testing your content on viewers who've already watched you but haven't subscribed, and complete strangers. Which I admit sounds terrifying, but it's literally how channels blow up. Put simply, you don't SEO your way to 1 million subscribers. You get recommended by YouTube because viewers, through their watching habits, are endorsing your content.
You are customer number 1 in the queue. Please hold.
1 or 2 videos become obvious.
How you gonna be number 1, but you still got a hold? That's funny. He likes to put, comedian stuff, funny, into his videos. We teach you how to come up with a formula that fits you. Uncle Mike like to goof off a little bit while I'm doing the videos and everything. You might be a stern type person, but you need to find your 100% you and add that into your videos, basically. And we teach you how to do that.
Blueprints. You'll see it. One video pulls way ahead of all of the others on your channel, and
Right.
maybe 2. And these turn into outliers. And suddenly you're saying to yourself, why are these doing so much better? That's not a fluke. That's a clue. It's YouTube showing you what your audience wants more of. And at this point, your job is pretty simple. You don't panic, you don't pivot into something random, and you definitely don't go, wow, that worked. Time to upload a video about my collection of Star Trek models. One day. Instead, you double down, drill into the topic of those outline videos and make something new and fresh. Your overall view velocity starts improving. So you might call this the 48-hour glow up. You upload a video, and instead of it doing 27 views in 2 days, it does 100, then 300, and then 1,000. And then you check your real-time stats over the last 48 hours when you haven't published a video, and the resting heartbeat of a channel, as I like to call it, is pumping higher than it did last month. This is what you don't often see if you're obsessed with viral moments. It's quiet growth that builds momentum over time. It's the kind of growth that doesn't really screenshot well for Twitter, X, Twix, whatever you want to call it, and absolutely terrifies small creators who think YouTube only works if their channel explodes overnight. With consistent growth, you're building trust. One video at a time with YouTube and one view at a time with your audience. Your older videos start to wake up. Admittedly, this one does sometimes feel a little spooky. A video you posted months ago suddenly starts getting views again, like it crawled out from the grave and chose violence. There are 2 reasons why this typically happens. A recent video on your channel has taken off, meaning YouTube wants to test your older content with that same audience, or the exact opposite. YouTube finally found an audience for that banger you made 6 months ago, and now it wants to try new stuff with the same viewer. And this is why it is so important to have consistent topics, formats, styles, and values that thread all of your videos together. It's when growth stops being one video at a time and becomes a chain reaction. 10 of 10 videos really annoy you. If a bad performing video punches you in the emotional stomach, good. It means you care, and you're going to learn from it and work damn hard to get closer to one of these.
Hello, YouTube customer support. How may I help you?
Oh, hi, yeah. I've got a YouTube channel. It's not blown up yet. Have you shadow banned me?
Yes.
V the Q in the mix, stats on the rise, views climbing high, no surprise, monetized.
Oh my goodness, they caught me when I wasn't looking. Wait a minute, I'm sorry, y'all. Uncle Mike trying to do too many things at one time. Have you shadow banned me? I knew that was a short video, but I want to add that along with this video about faceless channels.
All right, guys, today
I knew that was going to happen. Is this it right here? Yeah. Now
in this new
is this Kling 3.0 is changing faceless YouTube channels forever. This is Matt Parr. This is one of the people that I follow on YouTube because I bought his course. His course is very expensive, but he has 3 channels that got over 1 million subscribers. This guy is making, he said 20 million, maybe a year. I don't know. But this little guy is a millionaire. So in order for Uncle Mike to stop guessing, I hired a coach. The bigger you get, the more expensive your coaches is getting, because I'm hoping to be a millionaire. And one of the things that everybody is sleeping on is everybody's trying to make money off the ad revenue. Those are pennies. Everybody said this. All my coaches and everybody I talked to is saying, you shouldn't even be worrying about the ad revenue. You should be doing your own thing. Like if you're a cook, I always go back to cooking, selling your own recipes, showing people unique videos that only they can see, stuff like that, But anyway, I want to do this video because I know a lot of people are too shy to be in front of the camera and all that good stuff. and they all of a sudden these faceless YouTube channels is popping up from everywhere. It's easy to do a faceless channel, but it's more difficult to sell products to people because they want to get to know you. And if you faceless, it's like hard to sell. So if you still want to do a faceless channel, they can work. So let's check this out.
What you're looking at right now is entirely generated with AI. And this new AI tool that I'm going to show you today is completely changing faceless YouTube channels forever. And I personally run a dozen different YouTube channels. I've been doing YouTube for the past 11 years, and I've tried every single AI tool under the sun. But what I'm about to share with you today is different. And honestly, I cannot believe the times that you and I are living in right now. Back when I started my YouTube journey back in 2014, I had to find clips for my YouTube channels. I had to do an insane amount of editing. I had to waste hours and hours. And then once I could afford it, I had to hire somebody for thousands of dollars per month to outsource that process. And so I personally was spending all of my time. I had no social life back in high school just to run one YouTube channel. And contrast that against today, where we can generate documentary quality videos in just a couple of seconds, and I'm going to show you the exact AI tool that just came out that's absolutely insane, and all the features of it, how you can use it, so you can stay up to date with this AI revolution that's going on right now. I'm going to show you the exact prompts that I personally am using, and I'm going to show you some of the mistakes to avoid using when using any AI tools on YouTube to avoid your YouTube channel getting deleted if you do this the wrong way. But the good news is that it's very easy to do it the right way, especially with this new tool that just came out. But it is very important that you stick around until the end so you can see that last important point. Now, the problems with AI video have been that you couldn't keep consistent characters throughout your video. You could only do videos up to 8 to 10 seconds at the absolute most. Any text in your videos would be completely messed up, and the videos were incredibly expensive. And so in this video, I want to show you how you can use this new tool in the context of making YouTube videos that will actually get a ton of views, that YouTube will be okay with, and actually provide a lot of value and look incredible. So Kling just released Kling 3.0, which is their newest video generation model. And here on the channel, I've talked about Kling in the past, how to use it for faceless YouTube videos. And it was actually the recommended video tool that I recommended using due to the fact that other models like Sora 2 or Google Veo were absurdly expensive in comparison. And so what makes Kling 3.0 different from the past versions of Kling are that you can generate multi-shot sequences all in one video generation, so you're not having to generate 10 different videos and then stitch them all together later. And this is especially useful for YouTube intros, because if you wanted an insanely good YouTube intro that keeps people's attention, you really just want each clip showing for 2 to 3 seconds at most, with a voiceover or a narration on top of it. And speaking of which, with Kling 3.0, you can do character level speaking control while also controlling the dialect. So if you want someone to have a certain accent or something, you can do that. The lip sync is way more natural. You can add elements throughout your video, and don't worry, I'm going to be showing you examples of all this. And one of my favorite things about this is the fact that you can generate videos up to 15 seconds long. Now, in order to access Kling 3.0, we're going to be using the platform Higgsfield, which are actually the sponsor of today's video. So huge thanks to Higgsfield for that. Now, I actually personally already use Higgsfield for several of my different YouTube channels. It's an amazing all-in-one tool with every single model that you could ever want is all included with it, including image generation, video generation, everything else is all within Higgsfield. I'll leave a link down below where you can get a really great deal on it. And now to access Kling 3.0, we're going to go to the video tab right here and then go to create video right here. That'll pull up this tab. You can then select your model. We're going to want to select Kling 3.0 right here, which is the newest model that was just released that allows you to do videos up to 15 seconds long, which is absolutely incredible. Then you can go ahead and also select your resolution, 720 or 1080p right there. And then you can describe your shot if you want to do a text to video, or you can also put a starting frame in as well. And I've gotten some really insanely good results from using Nano Banana Pro to generate an image as the starting frame of my video, and then using Kling to go ahead and animate that. That's how you can get insanely amazing videos. But this new tool right here is called multi-shot. And if you select this, you can go ahead and describe each shot as well as how long each one should play. And then you can go ahead and add in up to 5 different shots for a single 15-second video. and then you can select how long each clip is going to play. You can describe them all in depth, and is smart enough to understand the context throughout the different clips as well. And we also have the ability to add elements. Elements are one of my favorite parts when it comes to doing this, because you can go ahead and put in a character and then keep that character consistent across tons of different videos without having to describe that character from scratch. And this actually largely replaces the need of generating the starting frame of your video. And as you know, as I've been recommending here on this channel for the past few months, I highly recommend having an AI character be the host of your channel due to the fact that it builds real brand IP, and with all of the AI content that is coming onto YouTube, you can differentiate yourself and make a real connection with viewers by doing that method, and this makes it incredibly easy to do. So I highly recommend using this if you're running a Faceless YouTube channel. And so let's start with using this for generating an intro for a Faceless travel video that we're going to be doing about Santorini, Greece, for example. And so I just generated this prompt right here using ChatGPT, saying give me a very cinematic, dramatic prompt for a travel video about Santorini, Greece. And I actually put in the prompt to make it a multi-shot sequence in one continuous generation. So I didn't even use the multi-shot right here, which you can go ahead and use and then describe each shot individually. But Kling 3.0 is so smart that I literally just put in shot 1, an aerial drone shot over white cliffside buildings at golden hour, shot 2, smooth camera push in towards blue domed rooftops overlooking the sea, and then shot 3, a slow pan of waves hitting the cliffs below, natural lighting, realistic colors, and calm cinematic pacing. And I also told it to make it a peaceful travel documentary style as well. I'm going to go ahead and select 15 seconds right there, 1080p for the resolution, and then go ahead and click generate. Now, when you're generating these 15-second videos, they can take a little bit longer, and so I like to just leave this running in the background while I'm doing something else, maybe generating or perfecting my script, making sure my video is going to be really good. And now here is the finished video that we just made right here. As you can see, this looks indistinguishable from a real video. It looks completely real.
Wow.
I honestly cannot even tell this is AI at all. Wow, that is just absolutely crazy. And it did all 3 shots that we asked for it as well. So if we were doing a travel Faceless video, we could literally start with that sequence saying something along the lines of, Santorini, Greece is one of the most beautiful places in the world. Now at this point, you might be saying, okay, Matt, that's awesome. However, I want to do something with an actual AI character like you're recommending. Can you show me an example of doing that? Because you have YouTube channels like, for example, this channel right here, which is called Nick Invests. And this channel right here just does videos like why everything changes even more after 20,000. Just these finance tutorial videos where they have these 2D animated characters kind of explaining everything. And the channel gets 2.3 million views per month, which is absolutely crazy. They're making an insane amount off of this channel, and you can generate videos like this, in fact, a lot better than this, by using this tool, which actually steps up the quality several times. Let me show you an example of exactly how I personally would use this. So
wait a minute. I just want to point something out. Day 3, day 2, day 1. Then he got 14 hours ago. So this person that's running this channel is clearly at least dropping 1 video a day. If you drop 1 video a day in the algorithm, I'm trying to tell y'all, our channel started blowing up because we focused on how to drop 1 video every day. I don't care if your video is Faceless channel, have a channel, a face channel. Whatever your channel is, that algorithm will fall in love with you and figure out things faster if you drop 1 video a day. That's all I wanted to point out. So watch
kind of explaining everything, and the channel gets 2.3 million views per month,
which
is absolutely crazy. They're making an insane amount off of this channel, and you can generate videos like this, in fact, a lot better than this, by using this tool, which actually steps up the quality several times. Let me show you an example of exactly how I personally would use this. So first and foremost, we need the AI character itself. And in order to generate this, I'm going to go to the image tab right here within Higgsfield, and then go to create image. And I'm going to select Nano Banana Pro from all of these different image generators right here because it is the absolute best. It does use more credits. Feel free to use Seedream 4.5 right here if you'd like, due to the fact that it's a little bit cheaper. However, it's not going to be as good as Nano Banana Pro. So I'm going to select that. And then for my prompt, I'm going to do a 3D animated character who is an old man in a suit with a monocle, full body shot on a white background. Click generate right there. You can generate 4 at a time, which is awesome depending on the Higgs field plan that you get. And I selected for it to be a 9:16 shot, which is a vertical shot, so that the character's full body fits in there right there. And as you can see, we have 4 different options that we just generated. I actually really like this first one right here. I think it looks perfect. So this is going to be our character. So if we're going to be making a channel like Nick Invests right here, we can call it whatever we want. We can call it Grandpa Invest, for example, or Grandpa Wealth. That's an amazing channel name right there. So we've got Grandpa for Grandpa Wealth. We're going to download that image. We're going to head on back over to the video tab right here. And then what we're going to do is go to Elements, click to create a new element. We're going to then upload that photo that we just generated. And then we're going to give it a name. We'll call it Grandpa Wealth right there. And we also need to have a description. So I'm just going to say an old man with a monocle and a cane right there. And then we also need angles. So in order to generate those video angles, we're going to go back to the image generator, copy this image right here, go right here, paste it in, give me a different angle of this man from the side. And we'll just generate one right there. And then we'll do another one from the back, generate, and then we'll do one more of this man close up on his face and also generate. And then now we have these different angles right here, which look perfect. We'll go ahead and download all 3 of these, go back over to this, add our angles in right here. So our 3 different angles, we will open them to upload them right there. And then we can simply click generate. And now our character is ready to use. So we'll go ahead and select it, click use element. And then we can actually reference this element at any time by clicking at on our keyboard and then referencing the element. And so I have a prompt here that we're going to use, which is going to be at Grandpa Wealth walks out of his huge mansion during the day, and it's a close-up shot that becomes a crane shot going up. And he says in his successful old man voice, "So you want to be rich? Here, I'll show you how I did it, 3D animated style." And then we'll go ahead and click generate. And now here is the finished video.
So you want to be rich? Here, I'll show you how I did it.
Wow.
That is absolutely awesome. And that's way better than that other channel, Nick Invests, that just had a crappy 2D animated character. But the cool thing about Kling 3.0 is that you can do stuff like that too. If you want to make it look more hand-drawn and low quality, you can easily do that as well. And you can keep that character consistent by having an element that you can reference over and over in future videos. And so now let me show you another animated character example.
One of the things I would recommend is not to use all this, but it's interesting to, if you're a beginner, if you're a little more advanced and you're looking to spice up your channel and do newer things, then you start trying out things like this. But don't get too, because some of this stuff can cost a lot of money. 15 seconds is a whole lot of time. Don't think that you jump in and out of things. You use 5 seconds and then you jump into something else. Later on, you use another 5 seconds, like that. You know, that's how you should do it.
Right here. So this channel is called Yellow Dude, and they just do workout tutorials with this animated character, and the channel gets 3 million views per month. That is way more than a full-time income just from ad revenue, not to mention the fact that they can sell stuff from this channel as well and make a lot more on top of that. As you can see, they have courses right here. But you can generate videos like this incredibly easily with Kling 3.0. So check this out. So we're going to create a new AI character, and for this one, I wanted him to be orange. So playing on that whole thing of like a different color character, I did a 3D orange workout character, full body shot on a white background. He's wearing orange and white workout clothes, and he's holding nothing and has a neutral expression. That generated us this character right here. We have a couple variations, but I really like this one, so we're going to go ahead and download that. We go back on over to the video tab, and then we're going to create a new element using our new character. We'll go ahead and generate a few different angles of this character as well, because we need at least 3 to generate the element that we can go ahead and use. And so there we go. We got all the angles uploaded. We're generating the character right here. And then we'll go ahead and select Orange Dude, use the element, and then we have a prompt right here, which is going to be a close-up of his arms as he does pull-ups on a bar, because let's say one of the things he's teaching, and if we go to this Yellow Dude channel actually right here, one of their most popular videos is talking about quit the gym, do calisthenics, so do like body weight exercises. And so we're going to have our orange dude guy teaching how to do a pull-up. And as you can see, it says, as he's doing it, he says the proper way to do a pull-up is to bend your arm slowly. Then he does one with one arm while pointing to his arm, saying like this. Now, most AI video generators are going to do one of these things correctly. It might say the right thing, or it might do the one arm pull-up, but it's going to mess up the voice, or it's going to mess up the movement, or it's going to mess up something and give you an unusable clip. However, let's actually just make this like a 5-second video. We don't need it that long. Right there.
One of the things he forgot to mention is they're going to give you a clip that you can't use, but you have paid for in your points. So this is why I said this is some advanced stuff that you should be playing around with. Don't just jump in and say, I'm going to do a Faceless YouTube channel and I'm going to use this, because you will run out of points, because this stuff is not perfect. You got to get it to match with what's in your mind and what you're thinking about, and you got to get it to do what it is you're matching with. So you're going to waste a lot of money, $255 to be exact. Here we go.
There, it'll only use 10 credits, as we can see.
10 credits,
1080p, and click generate, and let's see what Kling does. Here's the video that we just generated. Let's take a look at it.
The proper way to do a pull-up is to bend your arms slowly, like this.
Wow. So he even pointed as he was doing it, as he's doing a proper pull-up, he actually pointed at his arm while doing it one arm, just like we asked it. So this new model really stays accurate to what you're asking it to do almost exactly. So anything you can conceive of or imagine under the sun, you can now do with this tool. I mean, I just have to take a look at this again right here.
The proper way to do a pull-up is to bend your arms slowly, like this.
Wow, and it even got the lip syncing all correct as well. This actually looks a lot better than this yellow dude channel, and we just generated that in a few minutes. And now let's try out the multi-shot feature with Kling 3.0 so you can see how that works as well. And I had ChatGPT generate me a prompt. Now this one's going to be for a documentary about this cruise ship that sank, and I told it to write me a 6-shot sequence. We'll use the first 5 of those for this right here. And I told it needs to be super cinematic and dramatic. And then we have these prompts right here, along with how long each one should be playing for. So I'll go ahead and copy that prompt, head on back over to Higgsfield, and then I'm going to select the multi-shot option right here. And I'll paste in each shot one by one for each of these different shots right here, going down the line. And this is designed to be an intro for a video to really hook people in for watching this entire video. And of course, you'll have a voiceover on top of this as well. And so there we go. Now we have all those added in. Now we'll click generate and take a look at this right here.
Okay.
Absolutely perfect. That is such a dramatic intro. And this is something where you couldn't necessarily get stock clips to show all these different things. You're not going to find stock video, for example, of a cruise ship sinking, or of an interior shot of the cruise ship after it hit the iceberg. So these tools for us running Faceless YouTube channels are so incredibly valuable because it's going to help keep attention throughout our videos, which is one of the most important things on YouTube. Now, the most important time to hook someone is in the first few seconds of your video. So my personal recommendation with using any AI tools, especially Kling 3.0, is to use it to generate your intro at the very least. If you can afford it, of course, use it as much as you can throughout your video. However, you can still go ahead and use stock videos at certain points throughout your video to lower the cost, as well as use tools like my tool called vid.ai, where you can actually go ahead and generate entire long-form videos up to 20 minutes long. And then you can input clips from Higgsfield. You can generate your Kling 3.0 clips, put them in throughout the video, especially in the very beginning of your video, and then you can make god tier, amazing quality, full YouTube Faceless videos. And at this point, you might be saying, okay, Matt, this all sounds great. However, isn't this going to just be incredibly expensive? Well, when you compare this against the old way that I used to do YouTube, which was having multiple stock footage subscriptions, a video editor for $100 to $300 a video, a script writer for $50 to $100 a video, a voiceover artist for $20 to $25 a video, a thumbnail artist for $5 to $20 a video, I was paying anywhere from $200 to $500 per video. And if you're posting 3 times a week, that's $2,500 to $6,000 per month. Contrast that against having just a couple AI tools like Higgsfield Premium, which any one of their plans is pretty much less than you're going to pay for getting an editor to edit just one YouTube video. You can get access to all of these different tools. You can use 11 Labs for a voiceover for $22 a month. You can use an AI thumbnail tool like Tailsy, for example, which will be cheaper than what I personally have paid for just 1 or 2 thumbnails in the past. And right now, Higgsfield has a deal going on, 70% off for all plans, which makes this even more ridiculous. I'll put the link down in the description if you'd like to try this out yourself. I highly recommend it. It's the best deal you're going to find. But here's the thing, and this is incredibly important. While it is awesome having access to all of these different tools, YouTube as a platform does not want low quality AI slop on their website because advertisers don't want to put ads on that, and they want to make sure that all content on YouTube is actually providing a lot of value to people, whether it's entertainment value or educational value. You might be saying, Matt, what are you talking about? The videos that you just generated with Kling 3.0 using Higgsfield, those look indistinguishable from real videos. And that can potentially be the problem. Because if you generate videos the wrong way on the wrong things, you could risk your entire channel getting banned. Because somewhat recently, a few months ago, a bunch of different channels were banned that were producing these fake movie trailers. And they were making these trailers that looked like real Hollywood productions. They even had different production companies like Marvel and Disney, like they were actually produced by them, using characters that were copyrighted. And of course, that's not going to be allowed. So with great power comes great responsibility. Use these tools the right way. Do not create misleading content that looks like it was actually of somebody who's a real person doing something, or of a copyrighted character doing something, unless you're explaining that character and not using it to create a fake movie trailer, for example. Also, make sure to be clear if something is storytelling or not. For example, scary stories do incredibly good on YouTube, but then if you market it as a true crime story, that is when you might have a problem, and some channels have had problems in the past doing that. And also, this is incredibly important, and I highly recommend this, and really there's no excuse not to do this nowadays, which is that if you're going to run a faceless channel, I highly recommend having an AI character be the quote-unquote face of that channel. And I actually just started this channel called Stickman Matt, where I'm doing exactly this. And if you go ahead, you're about to miss the videos right here. As you can see, I have a stickman who's appearing in these videos, and I actually used Higgsfield to generate this character right here. And this builds brand IP, and it builds a real brand where you have a real connection with viewers, where trust is actually being established, even if it's an AI character. In fact, people actually buy courses from AI characters all the time. There's channels like Zinni Studio that do this, and there's also channels like, for example, that Yellow Dude channel or the Captain Workout channel that sell courses from an AI character because of the trust that is established. And make sure to have a great script as well. I made the tool Tube Magic, which I personally use. You don't have to use it. You can do things, for example, like adding an accurate word count, and use several other videos as context videos to make sure that your video actually gives a lot of value. And it'll take the best information from those, write it in a way that YouTube will actually like, hooking people throughout the entire video, using different psychological triggers to keep people watching. That is a bonus tip on how you can turbocharge doing faceless YouTube videos with AI. And so now you know how to generate incredible quality YouTube videos using AI, using Higgsfield and Kling 3.0, which is the newest model that just came out. It's absolutely amazing. You know how to do it now. However, it is incredibly important that you structure your YouTube channel the right way so you can make sure that you not only get a lot of views, but you also keep people on the platform of YouTube and do this secret algorithm hack that will keep people watching for hours in some instances across multiple different videos on your channel using something that I like to call the symbiotic system. Now, if you want to learn what the symbiotic system is and how to use it to turbocharge your YouTube channel like crazy, as well as make YouTube into a real business and potentially make a ton of money off of YouTube as well, then feel free to check out this video next to me right here, which is a step-by-step tutorial on exactly how to do that. And I show the symbiotic system method, exactly how to implement it, and how I personally have grown huge businesses off of YouTube doing this. This video is a must-watch. My name is Matt Parr. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that's incredible. I watched that video. That video is 1 hour and 36 minutes long that he's pointing to. But yeah, as far as the AI stuff, I just wanted to show you guys some of the AI stuff that's coming out. You just start a YouTube channel, start and learn all the fundamentals, all the basics first. Trust me, don't jump right to the AI stuff and start paying for the AI stuff. It's building, it's getting better. In 2 years, you think that is good? In 2 years, it's going to be a lot cheaper. It's going to, instead of doing 15 seconds, it's probably be doing 35 seconds by then. It's going to be more on point. Right now, some of the stuff that it's doing, I remember I was getting ChatGPT to do some pictures for me, and in the pictures it has some wording, but it always misspelled the words, no matter what. When it spelled the word right, then it changed the picture. I'm like, wait, can you? Then come find out they want you to pay. Once I paid, all the words are spelled correctly. Go figure, right? Look here. So it's a lot of glitches. It's a lot of things that they learning, and they're going to be programming it and making it better and better, AI. But if you start now learning how to get your system, your structure together to do your own YouTube channel, then you start saying, okay, I don't like doing this. Let me do an intro, and I want my intro to be like this, the intro to your channel, just like we did an intro. It took me 2 days to do the intro to our the channel that's Uncle Mike Growth Formula. I'm still getting used to the channel, and that's another thing that we teach. You have to rehearse, practice. Practice make perfect, right? So why don't you practice? Get clarity. Stop guessing at all this. And you need time to practice. You need weeks and weeks. You need months and months to practice. These are the things that they're not talking about. These are the things that I had to learn on my own. So I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.